I survived 100 days as a skeleton in Minecraft. After I died in a tragic creeper accident last night, I came back as a skeleton. I walk, talk, and look like a skeleton now. And I declare war on all other mobs in Minecraft. Now that I walk amongst the other skellies as one of their own, even in the deepest, darkest caves, I have come up with a 3-part plan for world skeleton domination. 1. Kill all mobs in Minecraft so that skeletons are the only mob left. 2. Take over every village in Minecraft and turn the villagers into my very own skeleton army. And 3. Find and kill the only thing that stands in my way, Minecraft Steve. Do I have what it takes to make skeletons the only mob in Minecraft? Or will Minecraft Steve turn me into a bag of bones? Stay tuned to see what happens next. Day 1 as a skeleton, and I have to be honest, this is the slimmest I've ever felt. But on a real note, I cannot believe I've been turned into a skeleton. I mean, look at me. It's so gross. Also, who dug this grave and put me in it? I mean, I thought I was out here alone. On the plus side though, check this out. I can totally walk around all the other mobs without them attacking me. How cool is that? Look, even when I shoot at them with my bow, they just take it and walk on. Amazing. Wait, is that a creeper? I hate creepers. They're the reason I look like this now. Come here, boy. Take that, and some of this, and more of that. 1 creeper down. I'm probably like 1 million more to go. I spent most of night 1 killing all the mobs I could get my hands on, but that's when I realized something. These skeletons were following me everywhere I went. But not only that, they seemed to be following my lead. Watch this. I took a shot at that zombie and they all attacked him and any other mobs around. These guys were following me and defending me like I was their queen. This is epic. I was running around this Minecraft map like a queen of skeletons, and I was the general. But like anything fun, I got greedy. And when the sun started to come up on day 2, I burst into flames. Ah! I need water! I needed to find water. And thankfully, I did. That feels good. Day 2, and I'm still here. The sun is up in full swing. Some of my peeps have managed to make it into the water, and some, well, they didn't get as lucky. Rip in the chat, guys. Finally, after the sun went down, I realized that this 100 days was turning into 100 nights unless I could figure out a way to keep my bone friends protected from the sun. Later that night, I managed to make my way back to my original Minecraft house as I wanted to grab some of the supplies I had gathered over time. I put back on my full armor. I wonder if that will help with the sunlight. Then I grabbed food. Yes, Skelly's gotta eat too. And the spare arrows I have crafted for my bow. I decided if I was going to grow my army, I was going to have to leave my nest and spread my wings. World Skeleton Domination begins now! Just as the sun was about to come up, I spotted this place. It looks like a shelter that someone has built. I couldn't see a village around, so who built that there? Me and the Bone Crew. Yeah, that's our new name. We checked it out and it was empty. That's so strange. But whoever was here left some iron ingots in the furnace and some signposts and wood in the chest. I'll be taking them, thank you very much. With the sun nearly up, we went into the caves below the house to investigate. I spent the next 3 days down in the caves killing any mobs I came across, while adding to my skelly army. As I got deeper into the cave, I spotted some iron ore, and it got me thinking, what if my army of skelly soldiers had their own weapons and armor? So I gotta make everything I need to craft it. I made my pickaxe and got to work getting some stone. Then I upgraded my pickaxe to a stone one. I grabbed the iron ore and threw them into the furnace. Eventually, I had some armor for my boy. I put the chestplate and the helmet onto this guy here, and I gave him an iron sword. He's going to be my second in command, and I'll call him Bruno the Bone Man. Welcome to the team. We went deeper and deeper into the caves, finding more ores and killing more mobs. I was starting to think that this 100 days was going to be a little too easy. But you know me, always jinxing everything. On day 7, we finally came up out of the caves, and we stumbled upon this thing. It looked like some kind of tower. I made my way inside and realized this place was a mob tower. Jackpot. I went up floor by floor with my skelly army, and we took out everything we saw, including the spawners themselves. These towers were so much easier as a skeleton. Once I got to the top, I was greeted by this guy. He looks like some kind of cyborg or cyclops. But just like the others, he didn't stand a chance. I took a look around the map and I could see at least another 5 to 7 towers. Imagine I turned every one of them into a skelly farm. I would have an unstoppable skeleton army in no time. So over the next few days, that's exactly what I did. I made my way through each tower one by one until there were only skeletons left. With all these towers now mine, I would have a serious army in no time. By day 12, I had reached the top of the last tower, and that's when I noticed these. They looked like the same hut we found a few days ago, the one with the iron and the wood inside. But now, there are 3 more. That's so weird. I didn't realize until I had gotten closer that there were humans inside! Oh my gosh, I thought I was the only one on this server. Here we go, our first human attack. Take no prisoners and show no mercy! Attack! We rushed the first hut and opened the door. We went inside and made light work of these 2 unsuspecting humans. They had no idea skellies could open doors. I moved on to the next one and did the same, taking out every human in sight. Just as we were about to hit the last hut, the sun came up. Ah! Quick! Everyone to the water now! I made it just in time, but geez, that hurt. I was doing a head count when this happened. One of my guys got nailed by an arrow. But from where? Wait, is that Minecraft Steve? OMG, it is him. He must have been in the last hut and now he's taking us out one by one. No, you evil man, leave us alone. I had no choice. I had to run away and leave my men behind. Godspeed, my bony friends. Godspeed. I drifted down this river for a full day so I didn't burn up in the sun. And now that the sun has gone down, I can finally get out. I climbed up the side of this hill and I could spot some light in the distance. And when I headed towards it, I realized it was a village. Time to make more skeleton soldiers. I ran into the middle and started making my way door to door, cleaning out these villagers to make room for my skeleton army. I even found some humans hiding away in the village. Sneaky little humans thinking you could hide from me. Just as the sun was coming up, I had done it. I had taken this village and made it my own. I also managed to recruit a few skellies. Nothing special just yet, but you guys just wait. Over the next few days, myself and my skelly army chopped down all the surrounding trees to make room for my new skeleton military base. Yep, you heard me correctly. I've decided to make this place our main base where the soldiers will live and where I can come back via boat. Or I could always use this waystone. I'll call this Skelly Barracks. Perfect! Now this place is looking amazing and it's equipped for daytime with all the pools of water so we can run and cool off when the sun comes out. Speaking of which, time for a dip. On day 19, we had gone to check out the surrounding areas when we spotted this village in the distance. We started to swim over to the main island when bang! I got hit with an arrow. Oh no! Minecraft Steve is back, but where is he? I looked around, but I couldn't see him anywhere. Then I looked up. He's on top of the tower. Let's go, Skelly Army! Move in! Steve was nailing some of my men as we made our way across, but eventually we made it inside. I ran as quickly as I could up the stairs until eventually I reached the last set. Let's go together. On 3, 2, 1. Ah! What? Where is he? I looked over the edge and there he was, in his boat heading downriver. Wow, this guy is good. I have to find him and kill him. Myself and my army spent the next 10 days hunting down this Minecraft Steve. He had to be stopped. We attacked every hut we found, clearing it out of humans and turning them into skelly soldiers for my army. We left no hut unchecked. We had to find him before he tried to kill me. Yet every hut we checked was clear. It's like he just vanished into thin air. Until day 30, when we finally tracked him down to this hut right outside a different village. I don't think he has any idea that we're outside, so I snuck in a little closer. He turned off his torches. Must be heading to bed. Now is the perfect time to strike. We surrounded his hut and I opened the door and ran in. Pressure plate! TNT! Ah! It's a trap! I managed to run into the water and I only got hurt a little bit. Minecraft Steve just tried to kill me. The cheek! I ran inside but he was gone. Wait, is that a tunnel? Of course he tunneled out of here. He's Minecraft Steve. Ugh! I climbed in and I started to follow the mineshaft he'd made for himself. I had to be careful, just in case he has more booby traps. Eventually, I made it all the way to the end, but there was no sign of him. Where did he go? I climbed up to the top. The village! Of course! Let's go, soldiers! We rushed into the village, checking out every room, but again, he just vanished. Only one house left to check. He has to be inside. I opened the door and checked the floor for a trap. Nothing. I ran in and, for heaven's sake, a nether portal? Really? He escaped into the nether. I guess that's where we're going, guys. Yikes. We arrived into the nether and without any hesitation, my army of skellies got to work killing everything in sight. These guys were savages. I went to the left to track Minecraft Steve, and that's when I realized there was loads of humans down here. It's like they know the overworld is being overrun by skeletons and they had to come here to the nether. I guess we're going to have to get to work down here too. Over the next 12 days, that's exactly what I did. I got to work making my very own nether skelly army, and so far on day 32, it was going very well. My crew of bone men were making light work of these guys, and by the looks of it, they were getting stronger with every battle. On day 38, we finally found a nether fortress, or at least the start of one anyway. My army of newly turned skeletons were taking care of the humans outside as I made my way in. We made our way through the fortress, taking every twist and turn and fighting every mob or human we spotted along the way. And eventually, we found a blaze spawner. Now comes the real fight. Charge, my skelly friends! Take no prisoners! That's really still fun to say. They battled with the blazes, but those floating fireballs did put up a fight. I lost a few of my skelly brothers and sisters, so I decided it was my time to join in. I started firing some arrows from the back, but I knew I had to destroy the spawner, so I made a run at it. I dug at it and eventually, boom! It was broken. One down, 10 million more to go. By day 42, we had made great progress breaking most of the spawners we could find down here. Even though the blazes put up a good fight, we still managed to kill them all. We even took down all the zombie pigmen we could see. These guys were gonna make a great addition to the team. And on day 44, I found him. Minecraft Steve. He's the reason we were down here, so technically it's all his fault, right? I tried getting closer to him, but he managed to go through the portal before I had a chance. And by the looks of it, he has some humans defending him while he made his getaway. He's resourceful, I'll give him that. Back to the overworld, I guess. I'm a-comin' for you, Steve. I made it back through the portal on day 45, and you guessed it! The sun was up! Ah! I hid under the tree next to me to get some cover from the sun along with some of my men. I had left a good few behind to continue our work down there. Netherworld domination in full effect! Minecraft Steve got away this time, but I'm hot on his tracks. The sun will go down eventually, and then I'm back on the hunt. And by day 50, I had tracked Minecraft Steve all the way back to this little sand village. But this time, it looks like this place was already under attack by pillagers! Myself and my skeleton army moved in, but this time not only did we have humans to deal with, it looked like these pillagers wanted to move in on our turf. Not today, buddy, not today. We took them on, arrow for arrow, and man, these guys were tough. But just as the sun was coming up, we finished off the last two pillagers in this village. And by the looks of it, we had won yet another battle. I was strangely proud of my skelly men. Minecraft Steve managed to slip away again during the fight. There has to be another safe house or village nearby for him to hide in. Now that we've taken this village as our own, we'd need to secure it by taking out that pillager outpost just outside the village. On day 51, we made our advance towards the pillager outpost. We were ready for whatever this place had to throw at us. As soon as we got close enough, my skelly army started to fire arrows at our enemy, but this time, our enemies had their own bows and arrows. We continued to push forward, taking them out one by one, but I was taking some casualties. These guys were tough. I took out the spawners at the lower levels after quite the battle. Now I needed to take out the main one at the top. I went up the stairs and I was greeted by the last few pillagers making their final stand. I fought them off and eventually I destroyed the final spawner. Woohoo! Our first pillager battle was over and we had won. But something tells me it won't always be this easy. Randomly on day 52, we came across this thing. It looks like pillager loot. They must have stolen it from a nearby village. Or so we thought. Turns out, these guys have their own transport. Come on, men! Attack! We rushed to their boat and we took these guys on. Not only are these guys tough, by the looks of it, they are mobilizing and creating an army. One that might be even big enough to pose a real threat to me and my Skelly army. This means war! Over the next few weeks, we tracked down every village we could find. Because where there's a village, there are pillagers. These guys were pushing in on all the villages we came across. And man, they are not making it easy for me. With every new Skelly soldier I make, these guys take out 3 or 4. On day 57, I came across yet another boat full of these guys. But this time, these guys have added defensives. They have cannons packed with TNT on the side of their boat to warn off any would-be attacker. Yikes! Day 63 and yet another village. We moved in from the west side at the water's edge so they didn't see us coming. When we got eyes on the village, we realized this was no ordinary battle. There were pillagers everywhere, way more than any other village we had fought. And that's when I saw it. A pillager king! These guys are bad news, and killing one of these guys starts a village raid. Bring it on! My men fought the pillagers while I took on the boss. I managed to keep my distance, shooting arrows at him for as long as I could, but eventually I moved in for the kill, and after a short battle, I took him down. Shortly after, I heard this sound. It's the call for a raid. Here we go, Skellies. This is the battle we've been waiting for. And finally, on day 66, the pillager backup had arrived. There was so many of them. And look at those things. They're huge. Let's go, soldiers. Show no mercy. Attack! We pushed forward and started the battle of all battles. I fought off pillager after pillager, railager after railager, and finally, it was time to take on this beast, the Ravager. This guy was quick and fierce. He was tearing through my Skelly soldiers like butter. I retreated back to higher ground and we hailed down arrow fire on him from above. After what must have been 500 or 600 arrows, the Ravager fell. We did it! We took on the pillager raid and we won. We have dominated the villages, torn apart the Nether, and now the only thing standing in our way from total Minecraft skeleton domination is Minecraft Steve. The next few days, we continued our search for Minecraft Steve. He was the only thing standing in our way from completely taking over. We followed his tracks and eventually it brought us to this river. We must be close because he didn't have time to destroy this bridge behind him. On day 70, I think we found him. There's someone inside that hut and I think they saw us coming because they turned the lights off. I'm gonna play this one cool. I can't rush in like the last time. I was just outside the front door. My Skelly soldiers had this place completely surrounded. The only thing left for him to do was die. I opened the door and I checked for TNT, of course. And when I went inside, he was gone. What? How? And why is there a random stack of wood in the middle of the... Wait, no! I ran back outside. That sneaky man built his way onto the roof and climbed onto the trees and made a run for it. Not on my watch, mister. I climbed up the hill to the top and I could see himself building a bridge over to the next peak. I made a run for his bridge, but just as I got onto it, he dropped a TNT block. Ah! I made it back to the other side and he made his getaway. That's the last time he's going to escape from me. Mark my skeleton words. We spent the next couple of days in hot pursuit of Minecraft Steve, right on his tail. But he managed to keep us back with his bow and arrows. Not to mention his little TNT booby traps he keeps leaving for us. Ugh, I swear this guy has to run out of TNT soon. On day 78, he managed to get into this little village. Little did we know that we were going right into a trap. This place was crawling with humans. It's as if this was their final stand, their final battle. Steve ran right for the tower. It looks like they've taken it as their own. Only thing is, if he gets to the top, there's no way down for him. We battled our way through the humans and I eventually made it to the bottom floor of the tower. I made my way floor by floor, taking out the humans on my way. I was only one floor away from the top now. It's gonna be a fair fight. Me versus Minecraft Steve. There he is, standing on the edge. He has 2 choices. Fight me and die or jump and die. And well, I guess he chose the other because the coward jumped. I ran over to see him fall and he has wings? Oh, come on! How did he get an elytra? Great, so not only does he have unlimited TNT, can build at the speed of light, he also has wings. By day 81, we were back hot on his tail. Unlike our miner friend there, we can take shortcuts through the caves while it's sunny outside. He's so close, I can taste victory already. And this time, he's not getting away. And on day 84, just as the sun was coming up, Minecraft Steve did the ultimate no-no. He dived right into a cave not knowing what was inside. This is it. I jumped in right after him and then it hit me. We were near the end portal. He just jumped into a stronghold. Minecraft Steve is going to try and make it to the end to escape me. No way! This guy is insane! I spent the next 2 or 3 days searching the stronghold looking for the end portal. Jeez, this place is so confusing. He wasn't in the library anyway. What is this even doing here? But after a few days of searching, I finally found it. The end portal. And by the looks of it, it was already been activated, which means Minecraft Steve must already be in the end. I guess that's where I'm going. And alone by the looks of it. On day 88, I had arrived at the end. What the? It looks like Steve has a whole army of humans down here. How am I gonna do this by myself? I started to fight the humans when I realized not only was there little to no Enderman left, the Ender Dragon has already been defeated. But that must mean Minecraft Steve is in here, right? I searched around while killing humans and growing my Skelly army yet again. And after a huge search, I couldn't find him. That's when I noticed the portal to the end city. That madman must have gone to the end city to escape me. I built my way up, and when I was at the right height, I threw an ender pearl right through. Here I am, the end city. Now all I have to do is find Steve. I can't believe it. Minecraft Steve and his army of humans have taken over the end city. He must have seen the skeleton takeover happening and brought his people to a safer place. I bet he didn't think I was gonna keep coming for him. I continued my search until day 99, when I finally found it, the end city. I have never been to one, so I have no idea what lies ahead for me, but all I know is Minecraft Steve has to go. I made my way inside, and of course, the shulker boxes left me well alone. They knew what's what. I made it to the parkour part of the city. Man, I am terrible at parkour, but I have to do it to get to Steve. Eventually, I made it all the way to the top, but yet again, he's just vanished. Like how? Then I spotted him on the floating boat. This is perfect. What a location for our final battle. Just me and him. I ender pearled across and landed on the top deck of the boat. There he is, Minecraft Steve. You put up a good fight, my friend, but not good enough. This is the end of the line for you. He put on his armor and took out his sword. I did the same. We took one final look at each other and then we went for it. Ah! We fought hard, swinging the sword at each other, hoping that it wouldn't be me dead at the end of this fight. Like for real this time, no comebacks. He was hurt, and so was I. This was it, the final dance. Then I realized I'm a skeleton. I whipped out my bow and I shot him off the boat to his death. I did it. I killed Minecraft Steve. Woohoo! Day 100. I did it, guys. There ain't no mobs left in Minecraft apart from skeletons. Ain't no humans or pillagers. Ain't no nether or end city. Nothing without me and my troops. Wait, are those wolves?